There are so many ingredients, it's probably gonna take a long time to find it. Zero waste.
These are super complicated recipes.
I'm worried the zero waste version is gonna be so much more money.
Zero waste. My daddy makes a stew chicken. Haitians, we have our own special chicken dish, so I'm really excited to make stew chicken. My homegirl Dani is also going to be making a Caribbean dish. She's Puerto Rican, and I'm very excited because she's making mofongo, and I've never had it.
I met Joyce through Ari, who's been my best friend since we were 9. I'm really excited to bond with Joyce and make Caribbean food.
I'm gonna be eating so good, and you guys are gonna get to watch me eat good.
We're going to a discount grocer. Wait, what are you doing, Joyce?
Okay, y'all.
I know, it's the smell of
Okay, this one's hard. Got the celery hearts, lemons.
Oh. So I'm gonna see if they're gonna let me put the chicharron in this bag or if they're gonna be weird about it. This is like in Puerto Rico, they just have it out here like this. Just one big one maybe? Yes. Thank you so much.
Both of my mom and dad were born and raised in Haiti.
I am half Afro-Puerto Rican and half Irish. For those of you who are like, what's Afro-Puerto Rican? It's basically my mom is black but speaks Spanish.
My dad's really secretive with his recipes, so he sent me a link of a website he really likes, and he said, just go with their chicken, because you ain't getting mine. This is all the things I would normally buy, and this is the cost. You know, it seems pretty normal, pretty average for what I would normally pay to get this.
A lot of things are already package free, like the herbs and the onions. What we're really good after is getting beans and rice in cloth bags, getting produce without plastic, and then trying to find these seasonings without plastic.
So my recipe is just from experience and knowing what I like. I also don't want any shade from other Puerto Ricans. How I make my mofongo is how I make my mofongo. If you don't like it, you can make your own mofongo. This is, I guess, what I would normally get.
What do you think your challenges are gonna be?
Getting the sazon and the adobo and making that from scratch. We're gonna put everything back that's packaged and then go to some other stores.
But we are gonna buy the produce that wasn't packaged, and I'm still nervous about those seasonings. The dish is just so good. I would never drink chicken broth, but I would drink the chicken broth from this chicken. That's how good this chicken is. Can I please get 4 thighs and legs? I got it. This should be more than enough chicken.
This is amazing. I'm a vegetarian, so I didn't know you could even do this.
You didn't have to put the paper in and everything.
Really?
Not a question.
Mofongo is a staple dish in the Puerto Rican culture. They do it all over the Caribbean. It's sort of crispy and gooey. My favorite filling in particular is langosta. Could I get 3 lobster tails in this guy? Is that okay? Thanks so much.
Oh my God, you did it. Yeah. Look at this.
The power of flirt.
Haitian food is definitely a big place in my heart and my soul. It's what I was raised on. It's one of the ways I connect to my culture.
My background in Puerto Rican cooking is lots of fried, delicious food, which is the majority of most Puerto Rican food. Found adobo. They actually have adobo.
With glass and a metal top.
So it's at least fully recyclable.
It's a bouillon in glass. This is definitely interesting.
Thing is not working.
Dani, I think you're making a mess.
It landed in here.
So I got my beans and rice. I'm gonna take a picture of the food number, and I'm done shopping here. Haitians have a traditional mayonnaise called Epis or Epis. I'm not really sure. I don't know Creole because my parents wanted me to assimilate to American society, so if you guys want to know the tea, that's why. It's a marinade that my dad always made before cooking any of his dishes. I thought it was the brand Moho because it had the labeling on it, but he made the sauce himself and just use the container. So my dad is truly zero waste. Any big dish is usually overnight. We're gonna put the celery stalks, the red peppers for the haters in the back, lemon, lime, and sour orange juice, vinegar, aggressive, destroy, garlic, ground cloves, 5 sprigs of thyme, a couple sprigs of cilantro, enough that would make my ex call me back, habaneros. I grew up knowing this was called Scotch bonnet chicken bouillon. This is not what normal Haitians would use. We usually use a Goya cubed one, that's in Spanish. It's really thick, like me. Oh my God, I actually did it without my dad's help. It needs a little bit of adobo. We're gonna take it from Dani. I wanna let the sauce sit overnight so the flavors can really come out.
All right, so I'm gonna be making my sofrito. We're gonna start with the onion, then we're gonna do garlic. It was really hard for me to find sweet peppers that weren't in bags, so I got the bigger sweet peppers. We'll do 1 green pepper and 2 mixed colored peppers, oil, wine, and then I'm just gonna blend. Tomatoes. Just gonna plop these babies in there. We couldn't find culantro because it's LA and it's just really hard to find. But if you can't find culantro, just mix a little bit of oregano with the cilantro and it tastes about the same. And last but not least, our half a lime juice and our couple tablespoons of salt. Oh, it's getting nice and green. And then we have our sofrito. I'm peeling the plantains. You kind of just like chop off the ends at an angle like this. And then you find a place where you'd like to peel from. So I usually like to go from the back. Stick your thumb in, and then it usually peels right off. I feel like Vanna White is also Puerto Rican.
Oh.
Right?
So I am mixing lemon, lime, and orange juice to rinse the chicken off and clean it with. It's just a big tradition. That fresh citrus aftertaste that you get when you bite into the chicken, so important. So next, I'm gonna put the chicken in the marinade. Off to the fridge we go. I soaked these beans overnight and I cooked some. We pureed like 3/4 of it. So next we put the coconut milk, the chicken bouillon, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I was gonna check on the rice.
Oh, it's looking good.
Some salt and pepper. And then we're gonna stir it. See that gooey thickness? That is the key to the sauce spot. Oh my God.
I love ce soir.
It's so nice. I love the coconut flavor. And thank you guys for making me a little vegetarian plate.
Yes. We're gonna start the chicken.
Word.
I've been letting the chicken marinate for about 4 hours and it's looking pretty seasoned to me, but I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning. So then we're just gonna put it this side down.
Ooh.
I want that sizzle, that pop. I'm trying to put some onions in here and tomato paste. I'm putting a little bit more of the marinade seasoning and then more water.
This is really similar to fricassee, except you add like potatoes and carrots.
We call it sauce poule.
Ah.
Just literally chicken and sauce. Oop, she got a little dark, but it's okay, I'm dark too. And we still cute. The chicken, it needs to stew for about 30 minutes.
This is moist.
You know how they do with the stew.
Oh my God. You can taste all the flavors. You can taste all of your mojo. And now I'm gonna start my rice. Woo! It's arroz con gandules time.
Ooh!
I like to use short grain rice. I'm gonna eyeball about 2.5-ish cups. I'm going to turn on the stove because you kind of want to toast up the rice a little bit for like optimum flavor. I'm gonna add a little bit of safflower oil. I'm gonna now add sofrito.
It looks so good when I saw you mixing it up.
I'm gonna add this very liberally and then just mix it up. Some people like a lot. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I might actually add more. Do you smell that?
Yes.
It's sazon time.
But what is that, friend?
So I had to get the sazon and packaging because we literally searched far and wide for achote. I'll hand it over to Trash Demon. Joyce, this is where I need you.
Oh, yes.
May I please have
Yes, chef.
the tomato paste? Great. So I'm gonna use about a spoonful of that.
I kind of got lost in it for a second. Started dreaming about eating this, and my tia telling me to come inside.
Coño! Entrale! This is the tomato water that we got, like to clean out the can. You can never have too many olives. Please include some of the juice. We haven't added water yet. We're just kind of adding like liquid and seasonings. Some people love putting in the pickled roasted bell peppers, so I'm just gonna throw it in there, especially since this is a vegetarian one. And last but not least, the star of the show, the gandules, also could not find in bulk.
Oh.
I'm gonna dump the whole can in with the juices. I'm gonna add some adobo seasoning in there. Sometimes it doesn't need extra water, but in this case it needs a little bit of extra water. I'm gonna set it on high until I see it boiling. And then once it starts boiling a lot, I'm gonna cover it and then put it on low and then let it simmer.
This rice is like a meal by itself.
I love Dani's. I have the pleasure of being her best friend, so I've definitely eaten them before.
I'm still
They're very good.
We're going to put the lobsters in boiling water for literally 30-ish seconds until they get really red, and then I'm gonna put them back in cold water because you don't want them to overcook, because I want them to really cook in the sauce I'm gonna make. But I want it to be easier to peel. The filling we're gonna use are Sofrito. I'm gonna let that simmer for a minute. I'm gonna add a little bit of adobo, and then I'm gonna add my lobster with a little bit of the leftover lobster water. We're gonna add sazon. Well, now that we got the sauce, time to mofongo. Frying up the plantains.
Hell yes.
The best part.
I'm so excited. It looks so yummy.
I haven't found a pilon in LA. It's really hard to find, so I'm just using Ari's mortar and pestle. Half of a garlic, a little bit of oil.
Okay.
Throw a decent sized chicharron in. And you want it to get like sort of like a pasty consistency. And then I slowly throw in the plantains and mash. Do you smell it?
I do.
And then I'm just gonna keep mashing until I get a good consistency. And that's when I add some of this sauce from this guy. Not too much, because you don't want it too saucy. And then a couple more. Usually I'd form the ball with the pilon and it kind of like slides out with like a knife and you can kind of just plop it in. But we're just using the mortar and pestle, and that's why I'm balling it up with my hand. Look at that.
That looks beautiful. Girl, this mofongo, so moist.
Ooh, good, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I care about. How's that lobster?
So seasoned.
Ooh.
It's a true Caribbean day because we didn't finish cooking until the night. But once you eat it, you're like, damn, that's some fire food.
This is the trash you made. This is the trash you made. This is not bad. Aluminum is highly recyclable. You guys both use this tomato paste.
We share.
There's some produce stickers, and there's also like these herb things. What you can do to avoid that is going to the farmer's market. You can get produce and herbs package free, and they won't come in these little tags. We also have some seals for some of the spices. That's kind of unavoidable a lot of times unless you get your spice in bulk, but those weren't at the stores we went to. For all your food scraps, we can compost that. So you guys made food to serve about 4 to 5 people. Dani, your zero waste version was $60.44, and what you would usually spend was $51.86. So the zero waste version came in at $8.58 more.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Not terrible. And Joyce, your zero waste version came in at $43.31.
Okay.
What you would normally spend was $56.78. So you actually spent $13.47 less. I did take out things like olive oil and black pepper because most people have that in their kitchen.
Time, I think, is a little bit more intense because we had to go to 2 stores.
Would you guys make these dishes again in the zero waste way?
Yeah.
No,
Or did it take too much time? Because we did have to go to 2 different places.
If I'm gonna do this, I already know I'm gonna be pouring my heart and soul into it.
So you might as well go
Like,
the
so I
extra
might as well
mile.
just like, you know, pour my heart and soul into the environment.
What about you?
Same. All we did was marinate overnight, so might as well keep the waste down. We cooked all day, yeah, we cooked all day. Yeah, we did it our way, cause we zero waste, zero. Puerto Rico, Haiti. It's okay, we're zero waste and we do it our way.